Everything you said we already knew, more or less.
Well, here's something.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Vlogmas. As promised, I told you guys that I'll show you guys how I usually edit my Instagram photos. So this video is gonna be all about that. Hope you guys enjoy. I'm not a photographer of any sort, so I wouldn't say I'm an expert. You know, it's really just years of practicing and just knowing what you like. And personally for me, if you see my Instagram feed, there's not really a theme. I just like to post whatever photo I feel like posting, whatever color or style I feel like that photo suits. I wouldn't say like I'm the best at this, so just do not take me too seriously. So let's get started. So to begin with, I take my photos using mostly two equipment. The first one is my Leica Q. So this is my baby Leica that I saved up for, and I really like it. It's really small, handy and compact, and I wouldn't say that I've been using it for really long. It's only been I think like 3 or 4 months. So previously my main camera was my Canon 6D or 6D Mark II, so I have both of them, and the lens that I shoot on is either 50mm f1.8 or 30mm f1.4. The camera that I'm filming on right now is the Canon EOS 6D Mark II, shot on the 24-70. Sorry if it's too technical for those of you guys, but I will write everything in the description box below so it doesn't get too confusing. Let's start with the photos that I took with my Leica. This is a photo that I shot in Busan. It was really nice. I really miss Busan a lot. So this photo is kind of like clean, like kind of pastel-y, beigey. So the first app I would go in with for this type of photos is either snow or foodie. So I think I would just go in with snow. And over there's the edit button. So in snow, you can even do things like liquefy your face or whatever, but today we're not gonna touch on that. I'm just gonna go in with filters. Usually what I do, like I said, I don't really have a theme, so I just like kind of swipe and see which filter looks nice with this photo. But in my mind, I already kind of have a certain feel that I like. So for this, I like it to be more soft and pastel and kind of sweet-ish. So I really like PL2. PL2, PL1, SS2 is beautiful. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with SS2, but I usually don't like to go like 100%. I would just go with like maybe 70. Okay, it depends on like the particular photo, of course. So once I press tick, I can save it, and then I will go into Lightroom. So Lightroom is my favorite app to edit photos, and what I would do is I'll either go to presets. So these are presets that some of them I bought, some of them I created myself. These are like presets that I have kind of experimented with. I wouldn't say they work with like everything, and because we already have a layer of filter over, right? So sometimes it's a bit harsh. Maybe I'll try Authentic Love. Okay, maybe I'll go with number 9. And I don't like it that it's too yellow, so I will just bring down the yellow and I will increase the pinks a little bit. And what I like to do is go in with mix. So over here, I can control individual colors of the entire picture. So one thing I really like to do is to bring down my orange. So I'll increase the luminance, which is brightness, and decrease the saturation. And in order to see where it affects, all you have to do is just do this, and you can kind of see where the orange hits and where you are directly kind of adjusting. So the next one is red. I'm just gonna bring the red down a little bit and decrease the contrast. And I want to move it to slightly more pink rather than orange. Then yellow. So I'm just looking at where it hits. Okay, I'm just gonna increase it like super bright and maybe just decrease, yeah, like this. So lastly, I like to touch with my purples because this photo has quite a lot of purples and pinks, and I will just increase the saturation and bring it to more purple rather than pink. And I think for blue, I can actually afford to let it go a little bit more pastel, brighter, and maybe less bluish, so maybe more teal-ish. And one thing about me is I don't really like green, so I'm just gonna touch my green and put it to yellow and maybe decrease the saturation and increase the brightness. so everything looks slightly more put together with the theme. So I have this source of light over here that I think is a little bit annoying, so I'm gonna try and reduce the yellowness of that light. So one function I really like in Lightroom is the selective function, and I'll just go in with a brush. So I'll zoom in really closely and brush this area that I want to affect like this, and I will go in with my color and bring down the yellow. And you can even completely bring down the saturation, and I'll bring up the exposure so it looks a little bit more diffused. Contrast. Honestly, everything is just about experience and just experimenting. There isn't a style that is meant for everyone, so it's really up to you to decide what is meant for you. And then what I like to do is now go into effects, and I'll go down to grain, and I will increase the grain. So grain gives it a very nice film effect, so that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna do the grain over here, and that is pretty much it. So I will just export it to my camera. So this is the before and the after that I'm gonna show you guys. So this is how I edit a really pastel looking type of photo. So next up, I'm gonna show you guys how I edit a photo that was taken with my iPhone. So over here I have this photo which I shot in Singapore, and this was shot using the portrait mode. Of course it's hit and miss, you really just gotta try and error. Sometimes you can kena your hair, you know, and then your one part of your hair is like super blur. I really liked how true the color was. Let's start editing it. For this type of photos, because the color is already very, very true, I kind of want to make it a little bit more pastel-y, so I'm just gonna open it in Lightroom again. I really got to say I really love Lightroom. And with this, let's just try the presets, okay? So you can see the different presets, they kind of like are a little bit too harsh for this particular photo. Okay, I really like this one. So let's just choose this preset first. And what I'll do is I'll bring down the warmth again. And same thing, I will kind of just put it in the middle. Vibrance, I will pull it lower a little bit. And now I will bring back some texture on the hair. I'm just going to increase my highlights, increase my shadows as well, because I really like to see like the highlights in my hair. And for whites, it's good like this, blacks. So whites and blacks kind of control the white and the blacks of the photo. So it also can help you brighten or darken your photo. So now I'm gonna, like I said, I don't like that green, right? So I'm gonna go to color, go to mix, press green and pull it all the way to yellow, so that it kind of looks a little bit more like fall, you know, it doesn't look so summer. And for the blue, I'm trying to see if I can bring back some of the sky. Okay, I'm not able to. In fact, I'm affecting my dress, so I'm not gonna touch the blue. So one trick I like to do to kind of have some sort of a sky in my photo is I'll go to selective, press plus, and I will choose this square button over here and bring it all the way down. And I will start to kind of bring some sunlight in, you know. And I can even go to color to pick the color that I want. Okay. And then I will either increase the exposure, decrease the contrast, decrease the highlights, and more. So don't you think the photo now looks a little bit more sunny? So now that I'm kind of done, I'm just going to show you guys very quickly before, after, before, after. So now it looks just much brighter and happier. And then without really altering the color of the dress or the face or the hair. So it still looks not heavily filtered. So now I'm gonna move it to another app. So I'm sure all of you guys already know this app, which is VSCO. So I love VSCO because it has lots of filters, and I'm the kind that would like to just buy the filter lah, okay? And I will go into my presets, just slowly go through one by one, or you can use your smart function that says for this photo, you can just choose like that's what they feel like it will look nice for this particular photo. So that is usually my first place to go instead of sieving through like hundreds of different filters. And in my mind, I kind of know what I want. I want a slightly more, quite true to color, but still slightly more faded, a little bit more film kind of effect. So I'm just gonna go with, I actually really like E3. So this effect, this filter, E3, this is the max. What it did was, it definitely brightened the entire picture and it made it like highlighted. So what I would do is I would just add this filter and then I will bring the highlight down because I feel like a little bit of my face is gone. So I'm just bringing the highlight down and that's it. Same thing, I don't really like it that it's so yellow, so I'm just bringing down the yellow. And of course, my favorite part of VSCO is the fade function that allows me to fade my image like this. So it really depends on how crazy you want to go, but for me, I don't really go too crazy. I just go like 1.5. But at the same time, I still want to sharpen my image a little bit and increase a bit of the clarity. Okay, you know what? I really feel like this filter doesn't do much for it, so I'm just gonna change. So this is actually my favorite filter, E8, because it brings like very bluish tones, and I prefer like bluer tones rather than very orangey tones because I'm really so tan. So yeah, I think this is pretty much it. VSCO also has this HSL function that allows you to just control the colors. I'm gonna just touch the greens a little bit more, my orange. And that is it. So before and the after. So yeah, that was super simple, right? I usually use like 2 to 3 apps depending on what my photo needs, but I think one tip I can give you guys is to already have how you want your end picture to look like, and then you source for the suitable apps to use to help you create this image or this particular style. It's super simple. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any photo editing tips, do share them with me and share them with everyone else in the comments box down below, because you know, having a positive and nice community is definitely very helpful for everybody. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!